Today, we are going to be making a very regal dish.
Ooh, is it going to be posh and fancy?
Well, about as fancy as any 1990s Midwestern housewife can get.
Oh, so it's going to have like a drop of Tabasco and some pepper?
Ooh, now you're pushing it, Carrie. Welcome to Mom's Wooden Spoon, where the recipes are retro and so are your hosts.
You can say that again.
Welcome to our second to the last episode in season 3.
I mean, we've done 3 seasons almost.
I know, right?
And there's people listening.
It's a shocker. It's probably just our mom, but that's okay.
Thanks, Mom.
Yay! Anyway, today we're going to be making another veggie recipe.
I like this one.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. So today our recipe is from the July 29th, 1991 issue of Mary's Memo. It is called Zucchini Casserole Imperial.
That sounds like it would feed an army.
Ooh.
Do you see what I did there? Oh my gosh. I just thought of that.
Oh my gosh, you're so smart.
On the fly.
Oh.
Holy moly, guys, we're bringing the jokes big time.
Big time.
Wow.
All right. So this sucker has zucchini, an onion, green pepper, parm cheese, eggs, and of course, mayo.
Is it light mayo or fatty fat mayo?
It called for light mayo.
Heck yeah, it did.
And we bought the real mayo.
Heck yes, we did.
I do not care for the flavor of light mayo.
I don't either. You know, I have a story.
Oh.
I had a friend, she had a little girl, and she had mayonnaise. And then at some point in time, she decided that, you know, how you kind of go from whole milk to 2% milk with your kids?
Yeah.
That she would move to low-fat mayonnaise.
Oh, okay.
Just as a part of, you know, decreasing fat in their diet.
Yeah.
She made a sandwich, and her daughter was like, oh, mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise. And took the sandwich apart and held up the piece of bread and licked it on the bread and went,
oh my gosh.
Oh, this is bad mayonnaise.
So even little kids can tell the difference.
Yes.
It's just not as good.
No.
And I wanted to enjoy this.
Yes.
I didn't want to have to throw the whole batch away.
No, right. Because, and we've done that.
We have.
Meat
you
ring.
know, yeah, meat ring. But when we made the corned beef jello salad thing that had light mayo in it, we knew we were not going to be keeping that and enjoying that for many meals to come.
What? Come on, speak for yourself,
I know,
Kristen.
but this one I want to enjoy for many meals to come.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's got zucchini in it.
I love
One
it.
of my favorite vegetables.
That's right. Now we're slicing the zucchini. Are we going to slice it about the same? This is about how thick. Yep, you're doing it just like I am. Perfect.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
is so rare, you know.
I'll mess up the next ones, don't you?
Oh, it's on the floor.
That's okay. That one was too fat. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, oh my goodness. Well, you know, this recipe says that you need to cook the zucchini in water until crisp, cooked, and drain. But then the ingredients list calls for 2 cups of boiling water.
Yeah, this was kind of interesting. So,
yeah.
Multiple questions abound here.
Yeah, they do.
First off, what do you do with your 2 cups of boiling water? Now, we crisp cooked, I think, Brussels sprouts quite a while ago.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It was actually tasty, much to our surprise.
That's right. You just quickly boiled them in water. So I was assuming you take the 2 cups of boiling water, pour it over the zucchini since it's so thinly sliced.
Right.
And
due to my expert kitchen knife skills.
Heck yeah. And then just drain it, you know.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't say boil it in a pot on the stove or anything. So I looked up other recipes like this online.
Okay.
And there was one person on there that said, good grief, you bake the thing for 30 minutes. Thinly cooked zucchini at 350 is going to cook.
You know, thinly sliced zucchini at 350 will also cook.
What did I say?
Cooked. Thinly cooked.
Thinly cooked
You
zucchini.
pulled a Carrie on that one.
I did. I didn't even notice that I did it.
I know that's what made it Carrie.
Yeah, so I think we should just skip the boiling.
Oh, my bad.
Hello. I think we should skip the boiling water part and just cook the casserole. What do you think?
I'm kind of digging this new rebellious Kristen.
I know, right?
I mean, just don't listen to the rules and just do your own thing.
Yeah, because
who are you?
I would rather have crispy zucchini than mushy zucchini.
Agreed.
Okay. Well,
Agreed.
good. Then we're just going to skip it. We're cooking it. We're cooking it. Dang, I keep saying cooking. We're cutting it pretty thin, so I think it should be okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you are cutting yours evenly thin, and mine are all over the place.
Well, shocker, right?
Yeah.
Shocker. So this would be the perfect recipe for someone who had a bountiful zucchini crop.
Oh, well, I mean, is when you have a bountiful zucchini crop, anything that has zucchini in it is the perfect recipe. Who are we kidding?
No kidding.
You're desperate.
Yes, absolutely. So that's why I looked up recipes for someone with a bountiful zucchini crop.
Zucchini boats.
Oh, I've made those before. Where you scoop out the center and you put delicious yum-yums in the middle. Yeah.
Yes, because you
Those are
cut out
good.
a whole bunch of the zucchini, so you need a bunch of them.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
good
a
for
great
bountiful
idea.
crops.
Those are not good for those zucchini that grow like the size of a Titanic or a submarine. That would be a big old boat to have to eat.
And your problem is?
You're funny. You're funny. Okay, so we need 4 cups of this zucchini.
Okay.
And so maybe we should
Which bowl
measure
are we
it.
putting them in?
I guess this one.
Okay.
So we need to measure it prior to, I think, cutting the last one. So anyway, I looked up some really interesting zucchini recipes.
They
are.
Really interesting?
Oh, they are.
You're sure about this?
Yeah, the first one was zucchini pancakes, not savory.
Okay.
Sweet zucchini pancakes.
Sure, but it's just to make them moist, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
You shred the zucchini?
Yeah.
Okay.
It said they tasted slightly of zucchini.
Oh,
so, yeah. So here was the zucchini recipe I am the most excited about.
Okay.
Sweet zucchini pie that tastes like sugar cream pie. Makes me a little nervous, but I love sugar cream pie.
Are you going to try it?
I kept the link to the recipe. I might actually try that if one of our neighbors, not me, has a bountiful zucchini harvest.
Why not?
Yeah, might as well give it a try.
When you're desperate.
Yeah, they had a mock apple pie where you basically just use zucchini in apple pie spices.
That sounds less yucky to me than the...
What?
Yeah, but I don't like sugar cream pie.
Oh, that sounds more yucky to me. But then the final recipe I found was grate 2 cups of zucchini, put it in a Ziploc bag, add 1 teaspoon of salt, shake it well, and then throw it in the garbage. That would use up a little bit of zucchini there.
That would.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I thought that was funny.
That's great.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what's next? We are not going to put the hot water on these. So now we need to beat some eggs, stir in the mayo, onions, and green pepper. And I pre-chopped the green pepper, but I did not pre-chop the onion.
Okay.
So how about if you are in charge
of the green pepper?
You're funny. How about the mayo and the... Yeah.
I feel like I could really rock out the pre-chopped green pepper.
I really think you could do a great job with that,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I was really interested in the other recipes on this Mary's Memo.
Oh, tell us about them.
They caught my attention.
Yeah.
So this is for midsummer food favorites.
Oh, okay.
We have the zucchini because, of course, there's a ton of it.
Yep.
The next one is beef cheeseburgers. Okay.
What?
Because what else kind of meat are you going to use other than beef? But that's beside the point.
Okay, and everybody needs a recipe for cheeseburgers.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I found interesting, and let me pick up the Mary's Memo and move my glasses so I can read it, is that, well, this is an Indiana favorite.
Oh.
But somewhere on here, and I can't, here we go. Beef cheeseburgers call for 2 pounds of ground chuck.
Okay.
Or the new 91% fat-free lean ground beef deluxe available at Chief.
Of course, it's that low fat. Early 90s? Heck yeah.
Yeah. So that got me thinking, when did we start selling low-fat beef?
Oh my gosh, right. I don't know.
There? So, well, now I'm going to tell you.
You know?
I looked into it.
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just have a question and you're like, sorry about your luck, folks.
You're all on your own.
Yeah.
Let's ponder with me and then move on.
Moving on.
Yeah. No.
No.
I have an answer for you. However, I feel like before I start talking about beef, so as to not follow the Oprah debacle of 1997.
Oh, what?
I do not want to libel the beef industry.
Oh.
I love beef. Bring on the beef. Yum beef.
Yum beef. She libeled the beef industry?
There was some show, I don't even know what she said. Honestly, I didn't look that up. I just
see we're back to normal. Yeah. Carrie not looking stuff up. I know that this happened. I know nothing about it. But this did indeed happen, and if you want to look it up yourself, go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't remember? It
The
was
beef
a
debacle?
Yeah.
No, huh?
Well, it was a big thing. Like she had to go to Texas for trial.
What?
Yes, because on her show, and I just don't know what the show was or
Yeah.
what she said. She apparently made some comment that the beef industry found to be disparaging.
Oh
And they sued her.
my! I didn't remember that.
Yes, it was a big thing. And so she did her show from Texas
Wow.
as she was going to trial
My
for
goodness.
libel. Yeah.
Sheesh.
So anyway, let's start again with please
Okay.
do not edit this part out. Carrie loves beef.
Okay.
Go beef.
Yahula.
Okay. In 1977, they started to decrease the fat in beef.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I thought this was fascinating. There was this huge beef checkoff program.
What?
Yeah. Check off.
Okay.
Okay.
Not like the guy on Star Trek.
That was exactly what I thought.
Oh, we're nerds.
Yes, we are. In the 80s and 90s, where the beef industry reached out to health professionals.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to figure out basically what can they do to beef to make it more marketable and healthy. And so it was a result of that.
Okay.
80s and 90s health professional check off.
Yeah.
That really things started to go the lean route.
That makes sense.
And
make it leaner.
Started to get even leaner. So the fact that this was in 91.
It was super lean, man. Super lean.
They were all about the lean.
That's nuts. Well,
that was interesting.
That is really interesting.
Wild.
I mean, the early 90s was when I got on my cabbage soup diet kick.
I mean, fat-free was the way to go.
It was the way to go.
Yeah. I remember in college, I had a friend who was dieting. And of course, she was doing fat-free. And so she came over and asked me if I wanted gummy bears and Twizzlers. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. She's like, no. It's good. They're fat-free.
Oh, God. People thought that because it was fat-free, it was like calorie-free, or it was
Correct.
the end-all, be-all. Really.
As much as you want.
Yeah.
So the last recipe.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate toffee bars.
Why didn't we make those, Carrie?
That's all I had to say about
What is
them.
wrong with us?
I don't know.
We chose freaking zucchini casserole.
Yeah, over chocolate toffee bars. Yeah.
Honestly, what's wrong with us?
Now I'm judging us.
I would be.
Because that sounded delightful.
Yeah, I'm thinking next season all the way.
Yeah.
Yes,
I know.
please.
That was so anyway, those were my thoughts. But
yeah,
it got me down this ground beef path.
Ooh. While Carrie tells us about that,
I've done nothing.
Well, she chopped the green pepper.
I did. That's it.
She chopped the chopped green pepper. Oh, open the Tupperware. And she's done. I'll work on the rest,
Okay,
Carrie.
perfect.
I'll work on the rest.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So first off, so everybody was like, I don't know, chiming in about when did you start buying ground beef at the grocery store?
When? What do you mean? Like
having to go to like the butcher
I
and
see.
have it or grind it yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
And so nobody really knew, except there were a whole lot of 60 and 70-year-old people chiming in on the internet. So first off,
oh my,
kudos to you folks.
Kudos for being on the World Wide Web
at that ripe old age of 72.
Which was introduced to the public the year this recipe came out.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing information.
Isn't that cuckoo?
That is.
Wow.
Yeah. No Googles though.
No Googles, just the Microsoft and the World Wide Webs.
Wow,
yeah.
And Ask Jeeves. Probably not 91
Probably not
either.
Yeah.
So nobody knows, but the 72-year-old women remember getting ground beef and not doing it at home.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
Nothing exciting.
Yeah.
This is why we don't say it's as old as ground beef, because we go with sliced bread, because that's far more interesting.
Yeah. Sorry about the noise. I'm doing an egg.
Okay, so do we need to put the onions and the very precisely green pepper that I worked so hard on cutting
precisely cut
in with the
Let's
zucchini?
read la direction.
Oh, that seems like a lot of work. It
says stir the mayo, the eggs, the
onion and green pepper all in.
The cheese, yeah. So put it in. Ooh, yowza. So put it in hops.
Let me get it all because I worked so hard on the.
And I'm going to put le oignon.
I did such a nice job. I chopped it so finely.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
I should take a picture. Oh, she covered it all.
Sorry, covered it up with my precise oignon. Oh, we have to also add salt and pepper.
To taste?
No, it actually has an amount. And here's the tricky part. It called for white pepper.
Huh.
And I actually happen to have some.
Wow.
Yeah. It's almost a little floral. tasting. It's kind of wild, but it's in a grinder, so I don't know
I'm just
how
gonna
we're
add
gonna.
some all willy-nilly.
We're just gonna pretend I know what an eighth of a teaspoon. Do
Okay.
you want to do it's only a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. I mean,
sucker's gonna burn the tongue from the salt.
It is. Okay, I'm grinding the white pepper. No, it smells like pepper. I don't know why I thought it smelled floral. Smell that.
No, that's pepper.
It smells just like pepper.
Yep.
And poop, a little bit of poop.
Not really. So this sauce that we're making,
yeah,
we've got the mayonnaise and the cheese and some other things in it.
Yes.
This is the Imperial part of this recipe.
Oh, really?
Imperial is a sauce.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's typically made with milk, butter, mayonnaise, and seasonings like Worcestershire.
Oh, that would be yummy in this, I bet.
Sherry or lemon juice.
Ooh.
And it's usually made to go with seafood.
Oh, that sounds so good to me.
So this is not really an Imperial sauce because we don't have any of those strong flavored ingredients at all.
Right.
It's just all the bland part.
That's right.
And none of the, I'd read that like a lot of times they'll put Old Bay, obviously, if you're going to put it with seafood.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. So apparently they're just going with Imperial because there's mayonnaise.
Huh. Okay. Well,
you know, so it's a Midwestern Imperial sauce.
It really is.
Spiceless.
Really is. Yep.
I think.
So we're going to add some zucchini. And while we do that, I want to tell you about some cool stuff I found out that happened in 1991, the year of this recipe. Now, we already know the World Wide Web was established and given out to the public.
Does it get better than that?
Yeah.
I was a junior in high school.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, guess what made a comeback in 1991? The freaking bane of my existence.
My wool sweaters?
Good guess. The bowl cut.
Did you get one?
Heck to the now.
Did you get one and then feather it real pretty?
Oh, with my curling iron. Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
So pretty. So, yeah, I read that and I was like, ew. Let's see.
It's like today with the mullet coming back.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. For the very first time ever in 1991, salsa sales surpassed ketchup.
Oh,
I know. We're getting all fancy.
You know why?
Around here. Why?
People were putting that on their chicken in the crock pot.
And their chicken in the micro, too. That's funny. Let's see. Another thing that happened, Kentucky Fried Chicken changed their name to KFC.
Oh,
I didn't realize it was that long ago.
You know, it surprises me how long ago 1991 was.
It really was long ago. I thought the whole changing it to KFC was much more recent than that. Yeah, it means I'm old.
Well, you know, although sometimes things happen and then you don't really catch on. It's kind of like the World Wide Web coming out.
That's right. Nobody was really using it.
Only the little hacker guys like my husband.
Yeah.
Who could read the code and get into things that they had no business being in.
Yeah, that's true.
Were using
that's
it.
true. Yeah. Not your normal everyday people.
I didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
No. I mean, it was like DOS or some weird random. It was a green blinking light on your screen kind of thing.
What the heck do you do with that?
Nothing.
Let's see. Dollar Tree was founded.
Oh, I do love me some $1.25 tree.
I mean, I was just going to say that. Me too. And then I was also surprised at how long ago this was. Bounty actually coined the slogan "Quicker Picker Upper"
in 1991. 1991. Can you say that 3 times fast?
No, and I think I spit in the zucchini casserole when I said it. Oh my gosh. And then there were some words that appeared for the very first time in 1991, and I thought I would share some with you.
Cowabunga.
Dude.
Yeah.
No. Let's see. Carjacking. That's awful.
Do you wonder? Okay, so there's a video game.
Yeah.
Because video games would have been out more popular in 91.
Like Grand Theft Auto? Is that what you're thinking of? You'll have to look up and see what year that came up. I can't imagine it came up.
Came
out in 91.
Probably not. That was like, you know,
way later,
Oregon Trail days.
I'm pretty sure it was Oregon Trail days.
Maybe not quite that big.
Yeah. Let's see. Another thing that came up with the World Wide Web just launched to the public. I was surprised by this one. Cybercrime. That word was first used in 1991.
Well, I bet, because like there were people like my husband
committing cybercrime for sure.
World Wide Web.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, honestly, he didn't do anything bad, so I would make sure I'm going to get him arrested or anything.
Yeah.
But when the World Wide Web first came out, he would get on and he could get into banks.
What?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He did not take the money.
But he was actually able to do so.
He could get in and see what people's bank accounts were.
What? Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense
Because
then.
they had no protection.
Yeah.
They just didn't, I don't think they realized that when you linked it to this World Wide Web, that in fact,
people could do stuff.
That's
incredible.
So that doesn't surprise me at all that cybercrimes immediately became a huge thing.
Me either.
Let me repeat. He did nothing illegal.
I believe you. Not one bit. Okay. Let's see. Here's another one that we have all had. I had recently. Brain freeze was coined in 91.
Oh, what did you call it before?
Oh, dear God, my head hurts. Why?
Seems like a lot of words when your head hurts. So
right?
Bad. Yeah, I think that's what you called it.
Let's see. A couple more were very interesting. Tase. Don't tase me, man.
Oh, wow.
I also
when the
went
taser came out.
Look that up. You never looked up Grand Theft Auto.
I couldn't remember the name of the video game.
We're going to take a pause here for Carrie to look up Grand Theft Auto. And while she does that, I'm going to look up when did the first taser come out?
It looks like 94, so
okay. And then this is weird. The taser was developed in the 60s, and by 74, the device was complete. But it really wasn't until 1993 that some guys acquired that technology and made it for cops. So the fact that tase was used in print in 91, that's
weird.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Huh.
All right. Well, then
that wasn't fun to look up at all.
Oh, man, that was boring.
That was stupid.
That was so dumb.
Man,
okay, how about this one?
Stupid facts?
I know, right? Wait, that was me. I brought these stupid facts.
What?
I'm flipping her off and you can't even see me.
This is a family-friendly show. She is waving at me.
I'm waving. And the last one is so perfect for what we're making. Zoodle.
The Zoodle started in 90. I cannot believe that I did not have Zoodles at home. That sounds like something Mom would have
Mom would have loved Zoodle. Have like one of those Zoodle makers. You just twist the zucchini.
That would have taken
way too long.
Yeah.
Heck no.
No.
Well, this is not taking way too long. It's done. It's ready to go in the casserole dish.
And the longer it sits here, the more liquidy it becomes.
Yeah, it looks like there's way too much liquid per zucchini ratio.
So I'm curious, had we boiled it, would that have made some of the water come out of the...
Maybe this might get more liquidy, or it might be less liquidy. Because
those are shocking options.
No, wait.
Wait a minute. Wait. This could be better, or it could be worse. But there's a slight chance it could be the same. You heard it here, folks.
Oh, my tummy hurts for laughing. Okay, because there's no way you can drain off all the water. When you boil something and you put it in a strainer, there's still water all over the zucchini. So maybe that would have made it more liquidy. Does it release a bunch of water when you put boiling water on it?
I don't know.
Let's give it a try. I'm going to spray the dish.
It doesn't matter because
we did it.
That's
it's done. We can't pull them out of the sauce now.
Nope. I mean, we could, but why would we?
I think we rinse each one off individually. This also looks like it's a crap ton and not going to fit in this
little
2.5 quart.
Is that what she said to put it in?
Yeah, 1.5 quart container. Whatever it said, I had it. Yeah, 1.5 quart.
Like that. She wrote it. I did it.
I did it, man.
It's because the next Mary's memo said, "My bad."
Oh, I think it's just going to fit.
Excellent.
All right.
Before we go, I do have something very important to mention about zucchini.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, first off, and this is important, size matters.
Oh, Carrie. I thought you just said this is family friendly.
Yeah. The most flavorful zucchinis are small and medium sized.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. But I have had some of the monster ones before that people forgot was in their garden. And then later they're like, holy moly, look at this beast.
And they're tasty?
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah, it's because the small and medium ones taste better. That was the whole point.
Well, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you just agreed with me.
I was agreeing.
That never happened.
Did that shock you a little bit?
It really.
You were struggling with that. You really were.
I was all prepared to defend myself. And
I know, right?
I didn't have to.
You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
she's agreeing with me.
Kristen just stuck a paper towel in and pulled out half the Imperial sauce. So I'm not real sure what that was.
I was wiping down the edge so it wouldn't burn.
Oh,
Again with a ding ding, flipping her off, baby.
A nice little wave.
Yeah,
a nice little wave. Okay, that was
Carrie.
not what I had to say that was
Really,
important.
because I don't care anymore.
Every August,
okay,
there is a huge zucchini festival.
Oh, where is this,
also
Carrie?
known as the Zucchini Fortress.
What? Do they build a fortress like a log cabin of zucchini that are gigantic ones?
No,
Oh.
stupid.
Nice.
It is in, I forgot to look that part up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It is in Obetz, Ohio.
No way.
And Obetz, Ohio is like a suburb the south of Columbus.
Really?
Yes.
That's
They have
cool.
a zucchini festival. It is, in case you want to go,
Yeah.
you're going to be in Obetz in August.
Yes.
August 29th through September 1st, 2025 is this year's zucchini festival. So, I mean, make this, take it, impress
Take it with you.
all the Ohioans.
Go to see if you can get yourself some zucchini sugar cream pie.
I mean,
Oh, man. Really, honestly, if you wanted to show up to that with a zucchini sugar cream pie, that would dress to impress for sure.
Kristen may show up to try it.
I might. I would.
And you'll want to use medium to small zucchinis.
Absolutely.
The most flavorful of all
of them. Now, Carrie, we can't put this in the oven until we dot it with butter. But the ingredient says 1 teaspoon.
Does it really say teaspoon? Oh, it does. She spelled it all the way out. I thought maybe, she accidentally did little t instead of big t.
She spelled it out. I mean, 1 teaspoon, that would be a fleck on the top.
I think we should go willy-nilly and go like
a couple of tablespoons.
Just maybe 1.
Okay, let's see. I mean, even 1 tablespoon is a small amount to be dotting over the top of it. I'm going to open the butter. It's going to be loud.
Are you going to open the butter?
Not really. It's slickery. All right, we'll do about a tablespoon, and then I'll just kind of cut it into little chunky chunks.
Yeah, I think you could cut that into 4 pieces.
Probably little
6.
Little flecks.
Or 9.
24.
Depending on its meltability.
That's right.
Don't hold on to it too long.
A tablespoon is 100% perfect. I think it was another Mary's mistake.
I'm going to guess that maybe it was supposed to be
because a teaspoon would be a little cube like that. Just nothing. That looks great.
Nicely dotted. Let me take a picture.
Oh, yes, please
of
do.
Those beautiful butter dots.
They are great butter dots, and I didn't cut myself or anything.
I mean, we are on a roll here. Okay, I'm going to throw this bad boy in the oven.
Well, it's good that you're helping do something, Carrie. Thank you.
It's my contribution to this meal.
All right, so this thing needs to go in a 350 oven for 30 minutes, as we said before.
We did say that.
So I probably ought to set the timer. And when we come back, I will tell you all about some wonderful food that was launched in 1991.
Ooh, Hot Pocket.
Diarrhea Pocket. We'll see you soon. Well, the zucchini casserole is out of the oven, and it's beautiful.
It is, although I'll be honest, my first takeaway is there's too much butter on the top.
You're funny. You're funny. It is kind of, little puddles, butter puddles.
There are.
A teaspoon would be ridiculous, though, I think.
I don't know, but it's weird because it's just sitting on the top.
It is.
So what's the value?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah, once we scoop into it, though, it'll get all mixed up and be delicious.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. And B, it smells divine.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it smells Imperial, really.
As Kristen and I often do.
Yeah.
No waiting. Pulled it out the oven.
Oh, heck yeah, we're ready.
Scorch the roofs of our mouths.
Well, you know what? It is so hot. It's still maybe a little too jiggly.
Yes.
She had mentioned that I think she put it in a quiche dish. How 90s is that?
Oh, so.
You don't call it a pie pan. It's a quiche dish.
Yes.
Right. But we decided to go for the casserole dish instead. But while we wait for it to cool so we do not scald the top of our mouths, I said I was going to tell you guys some of the food that launched in 91.
Yes. And as soon as we stopped recording, I went, oh, I had something else.
That's right.
So I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
For once, I'm not going to interrupt you.
What?
I know.
It's kind of a miracle today on the next to the last day of Mom's Wooden Spoon Season 3.
I thought I'd help ended in a bang.
Oh, you really are, Carrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell this story.
Okay. The first food that launched in 1991.
Hot Pocket.
We said that already,
I
Carrie.
know.
And you were wrong twice, but kind of close. Bagel bites.
OMG, I remember
I know,
bagel
right?
bites.
Known as the best jingle of the 90s. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
I totally
Pizza
forgot
on
about
a
that.
bagel. Yep.
I just remember thinking they were a far superior product
Yes.
to the pizza roll.
Heck yeah, they were.
Mm-hmm.
And you felt so special when you ate them.
And you could microwave them on that little microwave dish that was aligned with like silver.
Yeah,
do you remember that?
Like thing that wasn't foil, or it would have sparked the microwave.
And you had to like turn it upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a whole thing.
That was fancy.
Yes. And it would get like burn your hands off.
Yes, it would. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those were delicious.
Talk about scalding the roof of your mouth, taking a bite of a too hot pizza bagel bite. What is it called? Bagel bite. All that melted cheese and hot sauce right to the roof of your mouth.
Oh, it would burn you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I ate a lot of bagel bites.
Now, there's some food that also came out in the 90s that, with us being our age, I don't think that we ate as much.
Okay.
Gushers.
I hated
gummies.
those.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like I don't like peas. I don't like things. I don't like kidney beans, hard outer shell, squishy inside.
Right.
It's like my worst nightmare in candy form.
Oh, that's true. Well, then also came out that year, fruit by the foot.
Oh, that was tasty.
That was some long.
Did you eat that
fruit? No.
Oh, that was good. And I'll tell you, a foot went way too fast. You'd launch through that in no time.
You'd launch through it. Yep. And remember how we were talking about the low-fat beef?
Yes.
Being so popular, especially this year. The McLean Deluxe came out.
Oh my gosh. Is that where they had like the hot part hot and the cold part cold?
Yes, they did. It was one of those types. They had a couple of those. But this one, the burger had less fat because the patty was only 90% meat.
Oh,
the other,
sorry, I choked myself because that was gross.
The other part was added, I'm not going to pronounce it right, carrageenans. It's a chemical derivative from red seaweed.
Okay.
Yeah, so only 90% beef.
Beef and seaweed.
Beef and seaweed. That did not last very long.
Huh. Odd.
I know. The people who wanted that low-fat beef tasted it and went, yeah, no. And one final thing that I wanted to share that came out in 91, a delicious beverage. I remember drinking this, Snapple's kiwi strawberry flavor.
Oh.
That stuff was so good and exotic.
I never drank a lot of Snapple.
I didn't drink a lot of Snapple, but when I did, kiwi strawberry all the way, baby.
Excellent. I don't have any idea what I drank.
Then let's go on in a very excited manner, just like your excitement over the Snapple, with whatever you wanted to say.
I liked the other things. They were good. Delete this last one. Lame.
Okay.
Nice. Kidding. So I went on and on about the interesting things on this Mary's Memo.
Oh, did you go on and on?
And on.
Yep.
And through all the insanity of my talking, I missed one.
How is that possible, Carrie?
It is hard to fathom, but it's true.
Yes.
Because at the very end of Mary's memo, in bold, it says, in our July 15th memo, we ran an oatmeal coconut vanilla chip cookie recipe.
Ooh, yeah.
And it turns out she forgot an ingredient.
Did she?
Yeah. The oatmeal.
Oh, that's hilarious. Nice. One of the main ingredients. She just left it out.
She said, I hope they turn out better now.
That's funny.
One would think if you get the recipe for an oatmeal blah, 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 blah cookie and there's no oatmeal listed that you'd go,
yeah. The trick is in 1991 with the World Wide Web just opening up to the public, you really couldn't get on there and search up other oatmeal, coconut, chocolate chip, vanilla chip cookie recipes and find out how much oatmeal to use.
No, you could not.
No.
Your little DOS code was not going to help you with that.
You might have to search through all of your cookbooks to find an oatmeal, chocolate chip, vanilla chip, coconut recipe.
I mean, yours sounds delicious.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Little chocolate chip, coconut,
Chips of all
every
kinds.
chip available.
Who knew they had coconut chips?
The heck with the oatmeal.
Yum.
Yeah.
Right. Or wait until the next week and your new Mary's memo.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably
Okay,
a good
do you
idea.
think we jibber jabbered enough?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Get into that sucker.
Let's see. I was just shaking it while you were talking, and it's not as jiggly wiggly anymore, so
No.
it's cooled nicely.
I think if we waited an appropriate amount of time, it would firm up.
Oh.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, no. It's pure liquid.
It is.
Well, let's just
We
see.
should have cooked the zucchini.
Maybe. It's very solid on the sides. Let's spoon some of that over there, and let's get a little more of this like custardy type of stuff. Oh, yeah. That is pure liquid.
There's
You want to
no
take a
way
picture of that?
No way that's firming up.
No way. It's, well,
That is liquid. Jiggly liquid.
it is, but I'm looking forward to tasting it.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm going to get just some of it with the liquid.
Which is hard because we have a fork.
I know, right?
Yeah, so you have to
Okay.
get it on top. Make sure you pooch like crazy so you don't burn the skin off the roof of your mouth. She's
Yes.
making faces like it's
It
yummer.
is so good.
Is the zucchini smoosh?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's a nice texture.
Crisp, tender.
You can't take a second bite. I get my first bite. Back
I know,
off.
but it's so good. It's so salty with the Parmesan cheese. I really enjoy the flavor of that. The weird liquidiness, I just don't know if cooking it in the boiling water would have eliminated some of that. Letting it cool longer, would that have eliminated some of that?
I mean, I think definitely letting it cool longer.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Mm.
I don't know that it's my fave, but it's good. I'll eat it. Absolutely. And you're right. The zucchini has texture,
Mm-hmm.
a little crunch. There's nothing worse than having mush zucchini.
And you know what? This is not these little fluffy edges. It's not like a little quiche texture. It's just like the Parmesan rose to the top.
I'm going to try that.
It's a little bunch of it. So really, I bet if we had added more zucchini, I think when we put this in the container, it was as if there was too little zucchini per sauce ratio. I think it might have used a little more zucchini for the sauce.
I don't think it would have made any difference. I mean, the sauce was going to be liquid regardless.
That's true. I like the flavor
It's tasty.
a lot.
It is tasty.
I'm going to go back in again like those mashed potatoes that I couldn't stop eating.
I mean, that would make a nice little meal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd eat that just as my meal. That's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think what all was in it. There's nothing super bad for you.
Well, an entire cup of mayo.
Oh, right.
You know, but you're not going to eat a huge portion of this.
Right.
Yeah. It is a little liquidy.
And you're certainly not going to eat all the liquid. It's very peppery.
I probably put in way more than an eighth of a teaspoon.
No, I think that white pepper is just extra florally peppery.
Florally, you're nice.
It tastes like flowers, Kristen.
Just
pepper
like
flowers.
Now, Carrie's getting a bite of that kind of a chunk of what looks like the quiche type part of it.
Mm-hmm.
When you bite into it, what is the texture like? I don't feel like it's like quiche. I feel like it's more just Parmesan cheese, like a little clumpy of Parmesan.
It is. I'm going to say gritty, which sounds bad, but it's not.
So that really is not my favorite part. I thought it would be.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind that it's real liquidy. Ooh, you know what this would be good with? You could cook a chicken breast in the micro and then just spoon that sauce over the top of it.
You know, that's not bad.
Honestly, cook a chicken breast in a nice manner and then serve it with this zucchini and just spoon some of that liquid over because that liquid is delicious.
Super tasty. I was thinking, like, what about like cut up chicken and noodles?
Ooh, and
put
put
that
this over the top.
Yes, you'd get the zucchini. You'd get more of that delightful sauce.
That sauce is good.
It is good.
Mm-hmm.
Very liquidy.
Yeah, and it probably was our fault, everybody. We probably should have poured the boiling water. It was
Assuming that's what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Google, does boiling zucchini make it less liquidy? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Pull out the water from the zucchini?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take another bite while she does that.
Yes. Boiling zucchini does pull out water. And this is a common cooking technique to avoid a watery or mushy zucchini.
Well, great. We screwed up.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. Now you learn from our mistake and make this casserole because it's delicious.
Yeah,
Simply delicious.
Don't skip the boiling part because that made it
you
extra
really need
liquidy.
it. I shouldn't have listened to those people online who said they didn't boil it.
I mean,
they just put it right in.
You walked into the world of willy-nillyville, and what happened?
Yep.
Epic failure.
Epic failure.
Well, boil your zucchini. Make some Imperial casserole. It's quite tasty. And
yes.
That sauce is yummer.
It is so good. I'm actually excited it's too liquidy because I know what we're having for dinner tomorrow night. I'm making chicken breasts and I am smothering it in this sauce and the zucchini.
And she's licking the plate.
I am. Oh, you're not supposed to tell people that.
It's disgusting, Kristen.
It's delightful. Well, that's it for this episode. Wow. Only one more to go.
I know.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us. Now be sure to mark your calendars for the final episode on May 19th. It makes us very sad. So guess what? We're going to make a recipe that cheers everybody up.
I can't wait.
I know it's made with candy.
I love it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to Mom's Wooden Spoon. If you like what you heard, don't forget to subscribe. If you want a copy of this recipe or to see the pictures and other items from this episode, go to our website, momswoodenspoon.com. If you'd rather, check us out on Facebook or Instagram. Pick your poison. Don't say poison. We're making food. Oh, the zucchini just rolled. And the zucchini rolls.
And the onion strikes.
And the zucchini rolls.
Nice, Carrie.
Zucchini rolls. I sound just like Garth Brooks.
You totally do.
I know.
Wild.
Gifted.